map. It has been my experience in all the MasterStroke episodes that we have that students are not serious about map. Today also you would have left it. Most of you would have left it or probably done it half-heartedly. It's absolutely okay because its weightage is only 20 marks now. But I want to tell you that if you want to increase your marks, those 20 marks are going to be very, very useful for you. Get that? Now there is also an issue where we were attending some classes, we have notes, we don't have much about it, how to deal with maths, with map. And especially with 1 month left. With 1 month left. You can attend a coaching class on maps. You have 3 hours of someone teaching you maps. Or another one is, when you are preparing India Physical, do 3 things. Would you want to know what 3 things for map? So, the screen doesn't come on the camera, so I have decided to write it over here. Which screen par bhi dikhaunga? 3 things on the map. And I am saying, we don't have time. And if you are able to do these 3 things, kaam ban jayega. 1 is physical geography. Second is human geography maps. And third is contemporary entries. Very specific. I know you're about to write the examination, you don't have time, so I'm not wasting any time. I am very clear on that. So I'm giving you very specific things to be done over here. Get that? Number 1 is physical geography things. What are physical geography things? Are you doing India's structure and relief? Everyone for India Physical? Can you do India's highlands? India's highlands and India's lowlands. What are highlands and lowlands? Mountains, plateaus, plains. Can we do that? How will you do that? On a map. On a physical map. So don't read about them. Reading to you are doing already for India Physical when you are preparing for it. Yes or no? So what do you do with this? Highland. So if it is a map, take a blank map, plot Himalayas, plot its subunits. Now if a teacher comes, I'll tell you how to write on Himalayas. Time waste here. Yes or no? Suppose the question comes on Satpuras. Yes? A question comes on a mountain peak, say for example Mount Parasnath. You would have known it because you are preparing for paper 1. I am saying with these, remember we have a gap of 14 days. We have a gap of 14 days. You are preparing for India Physical. Make sure ye saath mein map rakhenge, blank map. Keep a blank map. Whatever you are reading, make sure you plot it. Don't worry about the write-up. Nobody will fail in the write-up. That's my guarantee. I am saying if you are doing this, when you are preparing for India Physical, nobody will need anything else. A teacher may come and tell you something about Chilka Lake, 4 point, aapko yaad nahi rahega yaar. Remember we have to do GS also yahan par, optional also and many things, and somebody says, okay, let's learn 5 points about Mount Abu, Guru Shikhar. Are yaar, mota aapko pata hai Aravali. Yes, that's 1 point. Yes or no? Southern part of Aravali, location, that's 1 point. Can I say southern part is also a water divide when we are looking at, comes in the way of monsoon? Can we do that also? Third thing, Mount Abu, something about hill station. Yes, hill station is something about tourists coming over there, something about pollution. Does it have anything cultural also? Jain Dilwara temples. You won't get time to write. You won't get time to write anything beyond this. So when you are reading your India Physical, make sure you've done your highlands and plateaus. Can you do that? My only request to all of you is, if you want to do map work quick and sharp, whatever you've done, make sure you put it on a map. That itself puts a plot on that and the mind is alert and it will be very, very receptive at this time. That's the truth of this main examination. People who've written main examination before, does our receptivity becomes very high during this time or not? Yes or no? Very quickly, very sharply we pick up so many things. So I am not asking people who are preparing for PT. I am asking people who are like almost there. Survival challenge hai unka. So you will catch that. Second, this was lithosphere. Let's talk about the hydrosphere. Drainage plus water bodies. Kar sakte? Now there is a question on drainage today. There is a question on drainage today. So can we have rivers or not? But हमने कौन सी river पूछी? महादाई river? Have I asked महादाई? Sir हम तो गोदावरी करते, महादाई कहाँ से आएगा? I have something for you. I have level 3 also coming for you. Don't worry. But first trust the process. Trust the process. I am saying trust yourself. Trust yourself. This will be the worst crime I can do if I take away your confidence now. If you have your faults, I will point them out. That's my duty. But if I am saying that you don't know anything, वो नहीं है. Mahadai river, you know it or not, doesn't matter. You should know the rivers of India. Broad rivers, do you know or not? Otherwise, there is no end to it. कहीं के तो नाम भी उसी शहर में बदल जाता है यार. The name of the river changes from city to city. What do we do on that? So don't worry on that. First is India's rivers and water bodies. When we are preparing for India Physical, will they come or not? Can you draw it on a map? Keep a map with you. Keep outline maps with you. 20 outline maps with you. Do not worry about that. At ALS, though, we do a class project itself. The map project which happens in the class. So they are told when we are doing India Physical, they keep on plotting. But if you are from some other institutes, my request is when you are reading, just plot. Mind is receptive, it will catch that. Get that? Water body is done. Third thing, I am not talking about soils, because soils are also there. Yes, soils we know by virtue of it, soil map of the world should be there. But I believe something on soil, something on water resource, and something on forest resources must be in a map form. So on a physical map, put the water resources, ground as well as surface water resources, if you've heard of them, something of that sort, natural. Forest resources, when we are talking of where is Shola forest, you should know something about Shola forest. Do that. Get that? Whatever you're reading from your India Physical, be it your class notes, be it your book, be it Khullar, be it Tiwari, whatever you're reading, kahin to mention hoga. Make sure you're plotting that. You don't have to go for mapping anywhere else. Whatever you're preparing in India Physical, that will do for the physical part. Do we get that? Now, I end my physical map with this. Human geography. When we are looking at human geography, I have identified what human beings have done on this. So human beings have done some developmental work. In this I want to say a certain transport you should do, in which some national highways, important national highways and waterways should be on your map. This will have a double impact on your learning. If a question comes on the map, you can plot that. Say for example, National Waterways 6, Barak River we are talking about. If that comes, that's okay. If it is a dedicated freight corridor, that's also there. If you've learnt that, works for you. Transport में एक और map में add कर लीजिए pipeline. Can you keep an outline map? Just do that. Whatever is there in Khullar, whatever is there in R.C. Tiwari, whatever is there in your book, don't worry about current. Do not worry at all. Can we do that? This much is available even in an atlas. Make sure you plot it. Don't read it. If you are looking for scoring high in paper 1, plot this. This will help you in map explicitly. Otherwise also it's going to help you. Do we get that? Second, I also believe in the development, I also want to go to the power sector. Whatever your teachers or standard books are talking about, some dams or HEPs and some thermal and nuclear power plants. Please make sure you have it. These are static. These are dead. You are, as it is preparing for the examination, you will be preparing for my test also. What have I tested you today? India Physical, Agriculture and Resource, तीन तो किया है. You're going to prepare for me next 14 days also, and after that also 1 week, because full India is also going to come into that. So next 21 days you are going to work on India. Can you just do me a favor that whatever I am writing on the screen, that you are also plotting on your 20 blank maps. Please plot them, label them, index them. Don't do any extra thing. Do not worry about the write-ups. Write-ups will come. Anyone who's prepared for civil services, geography optional, paper 2 can write anything. Kya write-up hai, wo bhi bata dein. When we will discuss the paper 5, we'll tell you the write-up also. There will be techniques for that. We'll do that. But I want to save your time on this. Apart from power, I have also brought in something ecological. Some wildlife sanctuaries, national park, biosphere reserves, or some coastal regulatory zones. Please make sure whenever you're reading them, they're going to come in the answers also. Some wildlife sanctuaries, national parks, biosphere reserves, CRZ. Sir, I don't know how many of them are there. Sir, there are 100 national parks. There are 600 plus wildlife sanctuaries. How many do I do? Remember PT? Whatever you prepared for PT, don't add anything. People who have cleared PT, you had prepared adequately. My request to all of you is, just plot them. You know them, don't read anything extra about them, just plot them. Can we do that? Utna kaam karna hai, sirf plot karna hai. And last is something socio-cultural and of something of tourism. I am doing two things in my mind. My student should be able to score high in paper 2, as well as his map work should go simultaneously. All these are what? Static. Nothing dynamic needed in this. Whatever is in your standard textbook, ये आप कर लीजिए. कर लेंगे? 2 tiers, physical and human geography. I am not looking at anything. Developmental things, which you know, which books have brought into you, please do that. Any infrastructural thing which is in your book, do that. And then ecological things, I want those things to be there. And then socio-cultural things. Can we have that much? Itna kar denge mere liye? A basic list of contemporary entries will be given to you next week. Every year I release that. Next week, we will release something for you. A basic list, there will be 2 lists released this time. So one will be, whatever things have been in news, whatever places have been news, they will come to you. Don't wait till the end. I will also not release them probably mid of September. Tab tak time waste ho jayega. Get that? So they will be released to you. Since you've cleared your PT, they were already in your mind. Mahadai was a river which was in news. If you've seen today's paper, anything that I've given is sab news mein the. Mahadai was river, Tons river. Remember, Yamuna pe pani ke liye unhone agreement kiya tha, wo tha Bangaram. That atoll was in news. Champakara canal was in news. Aur kya diya maine idhar? Banni grassland was in news. Yes, Chilka was in news. So I have picked up those things only. Static aap kar lijiye. Dynamic, I will give you 2 lists. One list coming this week. We'll upgrade that list. Sir, what to write, whatever their significance is, I'll do that for you. Any problem? Yes or no? Did we get something on floods? Flood is big news. Last year, we started the test series with questions on dust storms. UPSC also gave dust storms. Is baar dust storm itna bada nahi jitna flood hai. And did we upload a big write-up on floods? Anything you want to know on India's floods, sab us par hai ya nahi? Anything you want to know on forests of India, is it there or not? You will be getting more. Today I have done for energy mix, wo sham tak aa jayega. India ka energy mix, whatever you can think of, energy mix to aa chuka hai. Energy security. Today I am sending you energy security, 16-17 pages. Use it in GS, use it wherever you want to. Meri taraf se wo aata rahega. My only request is, do not get stuck in content. We are in paper 2. Paper 2 itna kaam kar lijiye. I am not going to do this for the first year. Har saal mein contemporary karta hu. This contemporary list is useless. It is of no use if these 2 are not done. So there are people who call me up, sir, this year's map entries, I send them. I know they will not be able to use it. This has to be done. Sir, my map work is okay. I am saying if you are writing the mains, you start it here, no? When you are preparing for Indian paper 2. When you are preparing for Indian geography, this is a very good time to repeat everything. All I have asked you is whatever you are reading in Indian geography, keep 20 blank sheets. First put mountains and highlands. When it is full, put something else. Make a river one, make a lake one, no problem. Do not write anything. I don't want a write-up. Write-up का भी training दे देंगे. इतना हो सकता है map का. Can I expect this to happen in next 21 days? कितना time लगेगा extra time? How much extra time will it take? Won't take any extra time. Will it take any extra time? If you are reading India physical, you just finished Himalayas and you decided to plot all the ranges. How much time will it take? 10 minutes. Yes? Then you've done the peninsular India, all the subunits, and then you decided to plot it. Looking at the atlas. When I'm saying plot it, please plot it with atlas. With atlas, not rough. Final plot. Final plot, not rough. Okay, I've just made that. No. It should look like a map. Plot it like I am going to plot it in the examination. I'm saying no extra time, nothing extra, enough that will be there, and be prepared out of 10, doing maybe 7 or 8. 2 छोड़ देंगे, कोई दिक्कत नहीं. वैसे तो मैं कह रहा हूँ on a good day आपको 10 के 10 आएंगे. Just in case, that's there, I am looking at 8 of them coming to us. Interested? Do this. Where should this be done? Right in your coaching classes. This should have been done right in your coaching classes. I am not saying that any coaching class is good or bad. I am just saying the teacher should have told you and you should have worked on that. I also keep telling my students they maintain their map book. ALS students, your map book was started. The physical part was done. The human part is halfway done. So I would want you to update that and finish it. All the people, you started the work, why not finish that? So that's what we are looking at. Okay? Map के लिए कोई question, कोई problem, कोई concern, quickly. If you have any concerns. Okay.